I'm one of those people who quit his job in the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of this Great Resignation, and I want to share with you some of the things that you might want to consider before you decide to pull the plug. What's up everyone, my name is Yasir. On this channel I teach you how to make a living teaching things that you love. If that's the kind of content you enjoy, make sure to like this video and subscribe. I used to work in HR as a recruiter, and when the pandemic hit, half my company got slashed, and I saw that as an opportunity to quit my job and then move into my own business, into coaching, and then I became a business coach, and that's what I'm doing now. If you're thinking about quitting your job, the first thing you want to see is how much runway do you have? How much money do you have? How many months can you afford to go without a job? So let's say you're moving from one job to a different job and you're exploring other careers that are more suited to your skill set. How long can you afford to go without one? Now ideally you want to have 6 months of emergency fund. You want to know that I can go 6 months without having any income coming in. So you're not desperate to find the next job. You're not willing to accept any job at any pay because you quit your job and now you can't find another one. To be 100% honest with you, when I quit my job I only had 2 months of runway, but there's something to be said about the pressure you feel, the urgency you feel to take action when your back is against the wall. If I had 6 months of emergency fund, I would not even start working up until I have like 30 days of money left, because there's no urgency. I'm chilling, I'm laid back. The fact that I didn't have emergency fund, the fact that I did need to work and find clients, get my business off the ground, that's the reason I was so successful in my business. So it depends on what kind of person you are. Are you the kind of person who works really well when your back is against the wall? You're gonna start sending out a lot of applications, you're gonna go hard at your business? Or are you the kind of person who takes their time, you can operate even when you're comfortable, and you can find something better? Depending on your answer, you might want to approach it differently. Now, one opportunity you have here is to really stop and reflect on how you felt about your current job. Were there things that you didn't like? Were you enjoying the duties? Did it make you feel fulfilled or drained? Do you like your culture? Do you like your boss? Do you like how much you're getting paid? Think about these things, because I've spoken to so many people who've been in the industry for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and they never thought about switching careers. I know a mentor of mine, she's a cabinet maker, and she never really thought about what else she could do with her career, and she has 23 years of experience in something like Toastmasters, doing leadership things. So when this whole pandemic happened, she really stopped and reflected, what are skill sets I have, what's something I'm really good at, what's something I can teach and do for the rest of my life, and then she decided to move into leadership coaching as opposed to being a cabinet maker. So think about that. This is your opportunity to really stop and reflect, and if you ultimately decide, I actually love what I'm doing, I'd rather not do anything else, stay in your job. It seems like you're happy. But if you feel some sort of lack, if you feel some sort of unfulfillment, this would probably be the best time to pull the plug, take a month just to relax and think about these things, and then make your next decision. There's something to be said about not being on vacation from work and just being completely unplugged from the outside world. When you're on vacation, you're still thinking about work. You're like, okay, if I come back to work, I'm gonna have to do all these things. But when you quit your job, before you get your next job, you have this time available to you where you will feel stress-free, you'll feel relieved, and you're like, I can finally think about what I really want to do in my life. And this is what I did when I quit my job. The first month, all I did was I traveled, I went to all these remote locations, I sat down, I meditated, I genuinely thought about what I wanted to do, and that's where I came up with the idea of, I want to be a business coach. I want to tell people how to be more confident in their business. I want to show them how to sell more, because that's what I'm really good at. So that's what I started building. That's my business. And you might have a different business idea. But if you are exploring in the coaching space, maybe you have a skill that you want to teach people and you want to know how to make a revenue out of it, how to make money out of it, I have a full ebook. It's completely free, no strings attached, that you can find in the description, that gives you a complete guide from no money, no business, nothing, all the way to how you can make your first $10,000. But something to consider is, what am I switching out into? Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse? Because a lot of times people quit one job and they end up in a worse job, or they end up in another job that's just as bad. What avenues do you have to generate income? Now I want you to explore this whole online phase, because that's what my channel is about as well. There's so many opportunities to make money online. So you can have like Amazon affiliate business, you can do a coaching business if you're a teacher of some sort. The crypto thing is blowing up. Everybody's doing crypto, including myself. Stocks, you can trade stocks. There's so many ways for you to make income that might not be anything related to what you were doing before. So I want you to open up your mind and do some research around, how can I make more money? Now, okay, I'm gonna quit my job, but how else am I gonna make money? Am I gonna find another job, or am I gonna start my business? Which avenue do I wanna go down? Now, the last thing I wanna mention is the time. Yes, you might quit your job and start start your own business. Maybe you're really into a furniture business or you want to do a forestry business, but how much time are you spending? A lot of people think owning their business is freedom, but a lot of times when you have a business and you have a lot of clients, you have more bosses than you did in your full-time job. You're working more weekends, you're working more late nights, so it's very important for you to consider time. 4-hour work week, that's one of the things I learned, the importance of your time. If you haven't read this is an absolute staple. How do you build a model of income where you're not spending more time? You don't have to spend more time to make more money. Whatever avenue you're going to go into, is it going to take up more of your time? Are you going to feel happier? Are you going to feel more fulfilled? These are important questions to ask before you quit. So to summarize, do you have enough runway? Can you afford to give yourself some time to think about your next step? Do you have some idea of where you want to go? Do you want to go another job route, or do you want to go a business route? And also, what does fulfillment and satisfaction mean to you, whether it's in a job or in a business? Hopefully you enjoyed this video. On this channel, we talk about how to achieve financial freedom through launching a coaching business, through doing things that you love doing by teaching other people. If that's something you're interested in, please go ahead and subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see next. I will see you in the next video. Take care.